head of state that I'm going to unveil to you that are supporting Ibrahim Traore. The first one is the president of Botswana, known as Gideon Duma Boko. It is supporting this motion of uniting Africa. Like whatever that Ibrahim Traore has started, is the president of Uganda, known as Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who is 24 head of state here in Africa that are protecting Ibrahim Traore from being killed by the West. On today's episode, I'm going to give you the loyal president of Ibrahim Traore here in Africa. Something that you have done our research, something that you have got a lot of information from the Burkina government. As you always say, we are Africans and Africa will remain to be our business. Wherever you're watching us from, I would like you to know the loyal president here in Africa and the president that was supporting the West, but right now they have joined us and they want to unite the whole of Africa. Stay tuned, because this is something that most of the people have been requesting from us, Chris Nolan TV, and we said that you are not going to disappoint our viewers. You know that in our previous episode, a day like this last week, we unveiled to you the president that were working with the West so that they wanted Ibrahim Traore to be killed. On today's episode, we are going to unveil to you the reason why it is very hard to bring Ibrahim Traore down, because of being protected by 23 head of state here in Africa. As you always say, we are Africans and Africa will remain to be our business. That is our objective. That is our work. We want Africans to be united. Big up, viva to the 23 head of state that I'm going to unveil to you that are supporting Ibrahim Traore. The first one is the president of Botswana, known as Gideon Duma Boko, who has switched his stand and he has said that anything that he's doing right now is for the sake of Africans. Most of the people in Botswana have applauded Gideon Duma Boko. The second one is, hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thanks so much for the support. Thanks so much for the love. God bless you. God bless you. If you're new here, kindly subscribe and click the notification button for you to never ever miss any episode that we post here in our channel, because we always focus on whatever that is trending in the world of internet. We as Christian TV, our main objective is to focus on whatever that is currently happening here in Africa. As we always say, we are Africans and Africa will remain to be our business. As you can see, today we are very happy because there is a number of head of state here in Africa that have declared their support towards Ibrahim Traore. Before we continue, guys, if you really love whatever that you are doing, this our channel, kindly just support us. Support us through the number down there with anything that you have, whenever you are watching us from, so that you can keep on improving our sound, so that you can keep on improving our quality to bring you important news on whatever that is currently happening here in Africa through the number down there. Or you can even super chat us with anything that you have. It can be $1, $2, cents, dollar. We really appreciate, and God will bless you. As we always say, we are Africans and Africa will remain to be our business. In this our episode, this is an episode that most of the fans have requested, most of our viewers have requested us to do. We have done tangible investigation, we have come out with evidence, and the reason why this head of state I'm going to unveil to you. Where is your president? You will know if your president is supporting Ibrahim Traore in this mission of uniting Africa, or if your president is against Ibrahim Traore. There are only 23 head of state that I'm going to tell you that they are supporting the vision of the president of Burkina Faso. The first one is the president of Botswana, Gideon Duma Boko. Gideon Duma Boko has been supporting Ibrahim Traore since he got to power, and he came out and confessed that Ibrahim Traore has been his role model, and everything that is doing in Botswana is for the sake of Ibrahim Traore. The people in Botswana can confess whatever that Gideon Duma Boko is doing in Botswana is really amazing. He's trying so much to unite the whole of Africa. Big up to Gideon Duma Boko. You are a true leader that you are focusing on uniting Africa. The second one is the president of Namibia, known as Nandi Netumbo. Nandi Netumbo, she's a lady. She's doing an amazing work in Namibia. Whatever that Nandi Netumbo has really done in Namibia is fantastic. She has come out and said that whatever that Traore is doing in Burkina Faso, she's inspired by Ibrahim Traore. Something that is very amazing. She's a lady. She's an iron lady that is focusing on uniting the whole of Namibia. Nandi Netumbo. The third one is the president of Mali, Assimi Goita. That is obvious. They are the Sahel region, and it's very hard for Assimi Goita not to support Ibrahim Traore in this motion of uniting Africa. The fourth one is the president of Niger, known as Abdurrahmani Chieni. That is obvious. They are all both from the Sahel region. When you're talking about the Sahel region, these are countries that are usually found in West Africa, and they are doing an amazing work as president that came in through a coup. They have proved that democracy at times it doesn't help. The fifth one is the president of Rwanda, known as Paul Kagame. Dear viewers, it's something that most of the people are shocked. Paul Kagame has been spearheading this notion of uniting Africa. It was very shocking to see that Paul Kagame went ahead and went to the Western country so that they can bring peace by DRC. The bone of contention is that are these African leaders not able to bring peace between the DRC and Rwanda? Was it a must for them to go to the West so that the West can be like their peace man? Something that doesn't make sense. But Paul Kagame is really supporting this motion of uniting Africa. The sixth one is the president of Somalia, known as Hassan Sheikh Mohamud. Hassan Sheikh Mohamud is supporting this issue of uniting Africa, something that was started by Ibrahim Traore. The other president is the president of Algeria, known as Tibon Al-Majid Tibon. This eighth president is the president of Egypt, known as Abdel Fattah el-Sisi. Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, this is not the first time that you are seeing Egypt is associating themselves with Ibrahim Traore. You know, the time that Ibrahim Traore was being attacked by many terrorists, Egypt came in and supported Traore with some equipment on fighting this terrorist attack. But this president of Egypt, known as Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, is supporting Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso. The other president is the president of Sudan. Guys, before we continue, let's take 1 minute to pray for Sudanese. They are really going through a lot. Let's take just 1 minute to pray for Sudanese, because whatever that is currently happening there, it's sad. We need to stand with them. They are our brothers, they are our sisters. We need to be always there for them. Let's take a minute of silence for Sudan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. The 10th president is the president of Tunisia, known as Kais Saied. Kais Saied is supporting this issue of uniting Africa, and they are protecting Ibrahim Traore from being attacked by the West. The other president, this is a president that has finally switched turn. Should he be trusted, or what should Ibrahim Traore do? The president of Comoros, known as Azali Assoumani, is supporting the motion of uniting Africa. The other president is the president of Ghana. Everyone, I know that you are shocked. At some point, John Mahama is supporting the West. At some point, John Mahama is supporting unity here in Africa, and they are protecting Ibrahim Traore. The time that these terrorists went ahead and they were attacking Ibrahim Traore, John Mahama went ahead and sent armored vehicle to go and protect Ibrahim Traore. It means that he's still a good friend of Ibrahim Traore, but something he should not be trusted wholeheartedly. John Mahama, the president of Ghana, who is really doing an amazing work. People in Ghana can confess that whatever that John Mahama is doing in Ghana is really amazing compared to the former president of Ghana. The other president is the newly president of Madagascar that came in through a coup after removing Rojalina and Rena. Is known as Mikel, that came in through a coup. Came out and said that the reason why they decided to take Madagascar through a coup, they were inspired by Ibrahim Traore. The other president is the president of Malawi. The newly elected president of Malawi is the big dog in town. She has been talking about unity amongst Africa. Peter Mutharika, who came out and said that he's supporting Ibrahim Traore. You know that the previous president of Malawi, known as Lazarus Chakwera, wasn't supporting Ibrahim Traore. But the newly elected president of Malawi, Peter Mutharika, has declared that his main mission is to unite the whole of Africa. And at that point, he's not ready to work with the West. The 15th president that is supporting this motion of uniting Africa and supporting Africans must be united is the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa. Something that most of the South Africans are shocked. At some point, Cyril Ramaphosa is supporting the West. At some point, Cyril Ramaphosa is supporting Ibrahim Traore. Who should be trusted? Do you think that Cyril Ramaphosa should be trusted, or what should really happen? But at this point, Cyril Ramaphosa declared through Julius Malema that they are supporting Ibrahim Traore in this motion of uniting Africa. The other president is the president of Mozambique, known as Daniel Chapo. Daniel Chapo came out and said that whatever that Traore is doing in Burkina Faso is really amazing and is ready to stand with the whole of Africa. The president of Mozambique, Daniel Chapo. The other president is the president of Southern Sudan. Here, I will like to explain the reason why the president of South Sudan is supporting Ibrahim Traore, known as Salva Kiir Mayardit. You know very well that right now, whatever that is happening to the vice president of Southern Sudan, who is Riek Machar, who is being supported by the West, and there is no one that is supporting the president of Southern Sudan, known as Salva Kiir. Right now, Salva Kiir is supporting Ibrahim Traore in this mission of uniting Africa, and they have said they are not going to sit and see the West coming in and wants to bring Ibrahim Traore down. That whatever that is doing in Burkina Faso is really amazing. The president of Southern Sudan, that means that he's not supporting Traore willingly, because that his own vice president Riek Machar is being supported by the West. The other president is the president of this bone of contention. This is so many Tanzanians are really going through a lot, and this is a president that has been like a puppet of the West. But after the post-election violence that happened in Tanzania, he has switched turns and he's claiming that she's supporting unity amongst Africa, and they can move on as Africans without the support of the West. So Samia Suluhu Hassan, she should never be trusted, because she's just supporting African unity, because she's not getting support from the West. 17 countries decided to say that they are not going to continue to help her. This is a president that is attacking your own people because of just a seat. regulating the right of opposition leader not to vie for the political seat because of just a seat. Right now you are coming in, say that you are focused on the unity amongst Africa, yet you are not uniting your own people. This is a president that should never be trusted. Traore should never trust Samia Suluhu Hassan, the president of Tanzania. The other president who I know that she has been practicing unity, she has been spearheading unity amongst Africa. She has been crying about how Africans need to be united, how Africans need to work together, how Africans need to love one another, is the president of Angola, known as Joao Lourenço. Joao Lourenço, you have done an amazing work. You were the first in forefront saying that the fight between Paul Kagame and Felix Tshisekedi, that's the president of Rwanda and the president of DRC, should end. Right now, people are happy with you. People are very happy with Joao Lourenço because he has been protecting Ibrahim Traore left, right and center. He has been first in forefront saying that all the Sahel country should come back to the AU, something that they declined. But Joao Lourenço was ready to make sure that that was implemented. But Traore, Assimi Goita, Abdurrahmane Chieni declined. The other president is the president of Chad, known as Mahamat Deby. Mahamat Deby also came in through a coup. But whatever that Mahamat Deby is doing in Chad is really amazing, and he has been first in forefront focusing on unity amongst Africa, known as Mahamat Deby. The other president is the president of Gabon, known as Brice Oligui Nguema. Brice Oligui Nguema is focused on how he wants Africans to be united, he wants Africans to come together, and he wants Africans to support one another, known as Brice Oligui Nguema. The other president is the newly president of Guinea-Bissau, known as General Hota, who came in last week through a coup. Whatever that he said in his own speech, he said that he was inspired by the president of Burkina Faso, and whatever that the president of Burkina Faso is doing is really amazing, and would like to lead the people of Guinea-Bissau like Ibrahim Traore. The last president that is supporting this motion of uniting Africa, like whatever that Ibrahim Traore has started, is the president of Uganda, known as Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, who is working around the clock on unity amongst Africa. Those are the head of state here in Africa that have come out and they have said they are ready to support the interest of Ibrahim Traore in this mission of uniting Africa. This is an episode that so many people were waiting for. This is an episode that so many people were ready to hear. Who are the head of state that are protecting Ibrahim Traore? If this head of state would not be able to protect Ibrahim Traore, it could be very easy for the West to bring him down. But because of the 23, it is really amazing. We hope and we will be here to inform you guys on who head of state that are coming in to continue to support Ibrahim Traore. Last time there were only 14 head of state. It means that they have increased the number of the head of state here in Africa that are supporting the motion of Ibrahim Traore in this mission of uniting Africans. As you always say, we are Africans, and Africa will remain to be our business. Our main objective is to make sure that Africans are united, Africans are working together, and Africans are loving one another. If you're new here, kindly subscribe, click the notification button for you to never ever miss any episode that we post here in our channel, because we always focus on whatever that is trending in the world of internet. As we always say, we are Africans, and Africa will remain to be our business. Kindly for you to continue to support us, you can subscribe so that you can never ever miss any episode that we post here in our channel, because we always focus on whatever that is trending in the world of
internet. Kindly, we as Africans, we need to be united. We as Africans, we need to love one another, and we as Africans, we need to support one another. That is our agenda, that is our motion, and that is something that you're not going to stop doing. Game over. God bless you all. We are out. Thank you so much.